These guys suck at their job.
Yeah. It appears that it's pretty much the outer wall is what you're looking at. They do have like the big thing you can drive into. They've got like a door thing near it that you can go through. And then there's numerous places to attempt to climb over the wall, but you're worried about getting spotted by, their various motion detectors, infrared cameras, regular cameras, possible booby traps, pepper spray dispensers, nuclear bomb strikes, whatever the fuck this guy has got.
Right.
Pretty nice house. You'd like to have a house like this someday, and, possibly collect your own dead bodies.
All right. Any good locations for a rally point, Logan?
For meeting back up?
Yeah.
Yes. You take your van and go back, and you've now set a fallback position. Like if you get fucked, then this is a good kind of concealed place to meet. Take a card for using tactics. Oh, that fucking book's paying off, I can tell. Did you get Jeremy to read that book?
No, I did not.
I looked at page 91. That was about it.
Okay.
So I got the hand signals.
Ooh.
Oh, well, fuck that. What's behind door number 2? Draw the top 10 cards, play immediately, consult the GM. All right.
Nice.
So I'm drawing 10 cards. This is going to take a bit.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to get some more drink while you prepare to get fucked.
I am going to play my limited retrieve card since we're doing this.
Do what?
I have a limited retrieve card. This card is switched with the top card of the discard pile, which is the red card that Russ just discarded.
Oh.
And then do the same thing Russ is doing.
Enjoy.
What do you got?
I just picked up the same card you just discarded, so I'm doing the same thing you are.
All right. That might not be great, but I've got to play immediately here.
What?
Down to the wire. Everybody discards all but 2 cards.
Oh, well, at least I get to filter a bunch of cards. Draw 10.
Oh, no, all cards but 1. Sorry, 1 card.
I get
We're
to
both down to 1 card.
I got a bunch of other play immediately.
Yeah, that I was going to recommend against master planning that card and throwing it again because there's a lot of bad stuff in the deck. All right, so I think he master planned that what's behind door number 2.
I retrieved the top one. That's what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, and he decided to do it too. I got it down to the wire.
Nice.
So all cards but 1 get discarded. He's got to play immediately too, apparently.
What'd you get?
Oh, sweet. I got 2 red cards, which are roll D3. Well, one of them doesn't do anything because we have nothing. Neither of us have lost any sanity. So doesn't do anything.
Okay.
And then I got another one, which since nothing bad has happened to my family, as far as I know, within the last year, I get to roll a D6 to gain that many sand.
Well done.
Those are my 2
I did not expect somebody to get anything good out of that card, so well done.
3.
All right, I'm discarding my cards. I'm keeping a reroll card. Or I could keep the victory. We might actually get some pause for this after failing the mission. Yeah, I'll keep the victory.
It totally depends on how you do it. If you do this mission like normal PCs do, I expect that the reroll would have been more handy. But if you do it clever, that's one of the difficult things, Jeremy, is sometimes if you play the game like other people play the role-playing games, it doesn't work out well for you.
We can't do any. The discard is instant. We can't play any of our cards first.
Correct.
Nope.
Okay.
It's just discard. I'm torn between a victory and a reroll.
I'm keeping a reroll.
Yeah, I'm going to keep a reroll too.
All of the cards. Throwing out 2 rerolls to keep 1.
You have 3 rerolls in your hand?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Logan, what kind of opportunities are there for stealth? Because it sounds like there aren't.
Oh, there's opportunities. The problem is that I'm not sure. It's like a mini Mission Impossible mission to get in here. This kind of place that if you were to observe it for a while and figure out where all their hard points are and stuff like that, but if you get spotted on the camera or picked up by one of their other things that could be like motion detector or something, you're just fucked.
Do I notice any wires that could be leading to a CNC?
Oh yeah, all kinds of shit.
Like a main trunk, something I could cut.
Possibly, but if it's rigged to like go off if tampered with, you don't know.
Yeah, probably is, but then again, these guys are not really particularly apt.
Well, the guards aren't, but whoever installed the thing may not be a guard.
Right. Is there any way to defeat that if that's the case?
You're not sure because it would require a lot of skulking around, looking at it, basically casing the joint. This is why criminals normally like to case a joint for a few days beforehand.
Yeah, well, I would have loved to do that, but we don't have that option. So, yeah.
I mean, you're pretty much just going in balls deep if you go there to work on cutting stuff and all that. I mean, you haven't called up any schematics. You haven't been able to get like the blueprints of the place or check on any kind of wiring reports done by anybody or past purchases and all that kind of shit. You have no idea. Basically, you're sticking your dick on an electric fence hoping it's not turned on.
Well, I don't have anything smart to do here. This is just foobar. You got anything smart to do, Jeremy?
Oh, if only somebody comes up with the smart option. There is a smart option, just so you guys know. There are several different options, but there's the smart option that normally doesn't happen in RPGs as well.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of is to arrange for some kind of distraction and hope they go to check it out.
Can I get a repeat of the scenario real quick?
Well, you're looking at a compound with a lot of, you believe, armed people in there. It looks like a pretty good-sized compound. You're not sure how many armed people are in there. You know that there's at least 8, maybe much more. It's a pretty good-sized compound. It has an unknown amount of electronics shit guarding it. With just physical defenses, it's got a wall that's very possible to climb, especially if you're just pull vehicle up next to it and then jump from the car up to the thing. But that doesn't tell you how many people are in there. It doesn't tell you what kind of electronics are on there. It doesn't tell you what's in there. It's a big enough compound that the vehicles are all parked inside.
Are there any surrounding buildings?
No, you're at the exterior wall, which was built like by somebody who said they wanted a castle, and the guy goes, "I'm not really sure what castle means, but I'll try."
There's no tall buildings like across the street or.
Oh no, it's pretty much away on its own big plot of land. So even getting close to it, there could be shit like out, just getting close to it that could go off from.
Is the road leading
landmines? There could be fucking landmines for all you know.
The road leading up to the castle, is that a driveway or an actual road?
It looks like a driveway.
Okay.
One of the really long ass driveways. You guys have not left the main road that other cars go back and forth on. Yeah, you're thinking if you had one of those things where you could paint the target and then the missile comes down and destroys that would fucking do it.
Unfortunately, we're not A-list actors.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger could do it in his younger days, yeah. But yeah, and plus, I'm not sure how much either of your characters knows about like ninja shit or assaulting stuff. I mean, Russ's character has some police tactic or no military tactic. According to military tactics, you need probably a company of infantry and
Right, fire team. Yeah.
fire team would do it. You probably, although you would recommend getting artillery to shell it first, just to make sure that any resistance just kick the shit out and then mop up.
Oh, I was thinking about getting some mortars, but
mortars would fucking. This place is made to be mortared. Okay, if you have mortars or want to go buy mortars, there's not a lot they could do. If they leave their fortress to come and say, who's mortaring us, then, they're your bitch. You've got a big killing field all around this place.
All right, let's get some mortars.
Oh, there's nothing better than base mortar skill, by God. That's the way to fucking do it.
Nope, that's not going to work. That's learning a mortar. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I have no idea.
Dude, what about fireworks? Everyone knows how to light off fireworks. We just shoot a bunch of bottle rockets at the building?
Yeah, we can set off some kind of distraction.
I was going to say, keep in mind, in this world, people who play catch sometimes get blinded by the football because of fumbles.
Yep.
We have hero points.
They're nothing better.
No, those will run out real quick in this situation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. This is the kind of situation that you might run out within a couple of rounds and then be like, I'm doing the slow motion machine gun to death dance.
My first thought was to just, I was hoping they were on a main road because then we could just steal a vehicle and crash a vehicle across the street from it and cause a distraction that way, but...
Well, you're kind of like in the Californian desert type thing, and over there, you can go over and you could probably steal somebody's car out of their driveway and like push it a bit and then eventually get it started and then drive it in there. Unfortunately, Russ is probably the only one who's able to hit the gate, unless you were trying not to, in which case you may accidentally, but you're not sure what the gate's made out of. It might be car resistant. There could be something just inside of the gate, which is not the cool see-through kind. It's like the wooden kind with like the metal work on the outside. So there could be something to keep people from crashing shit into it. Ever since the Iranian embassy bombing with the they've really gotten good at stopping cars before they get very far.
Right, concrete.
Mm.
Rebar.
Or even those pop-up things from the ground that go down and come up, the posts and stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of shit. And you have no idea what's in there. That's your biggest problem. If you knew what was in there, but
yeah.
And you guys aren't really surveillance experts nor ninjas. I mean, if you were ninja surveillance expert or just ninjas, yeah, you could probably find a way to sneak in, if you had like the anti-thermal suits and all this kind of shit.
I have reasonable surveillance skill. Is that going to help here?
If you had gear and time and a possible place to set up, I mean, you could probably rent a balloon and slowly balloon over. Well, actually, fumble the balloon would fucking burst into flames. Your bodies would be recovered in the desert by your partner.
Can I attempt?
Well, my best idea is rig something to explode and get them to investigate, and then ambush them.
I'm going to try and hack into their CCTV system. Because is there a data line going into their building that we can attach to?
They probably have internet going in, but is it attached to our CCTV? You don't know. Will you just get all of their porn? You don't know.
What do the power cables look like?
Normal power cables for the city.
Oh, let's short out the transformer.
Beautiful. I like this idea. Shut down the power.
Russ, take a fucking card there. Now, of course, you guys are now in the hard part because how would you like to? I mean, if you had a fire axe, you could just chop down the fucking pole over there, and then eventually it would short it out. But you don't.
Do we attempt to steal a vehicle and just crash it into the pole?
Also, there are neighbors like distant distant, you probably get away with gunfire, but if explosions and fireballs start going off, somebody might notice.
Yeah.
Pretty sure a car running into a pole won't cause any explosions or anything.
Yeah, I would like to return this van to them intact. I don't want to piss them off.
Well, that's why I'd steal one of the neighbor's cars.
Right, right. You know how to jury rig a car?
I know how to jury rig in general.
Is that what you do to hotwire a car in the system? Jury rig, Logan?
I'd use electronics and possibly mechanical repair because they're trying to make it. You can't just haul under the dash anymore to get the wires out.
Yeah.
You need to get some tools and shit in there.
I'm decent in both of those.
There you go.
Shot.
So, is there a power box?
Switch? Yeah. A switch? No, but there's power stuff. I mean, is there a switch? If there is a switch like on off, it's probably inside the fortress as opposed to outside. You wouldn't want that kind of thing just sitting around. But yeah, if you want to send him off to see if he can steal a car or whatever, that's fine.
I'm gonna go and try and steal a car.
Okay.
He's never going to be able to drive it back here. I just want to point that out. He'll steal it. It'll be his, and then he'll just sit there in the parking
I'll go with him.
area.
I can drive, yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna try. What do I roll first to try and steal it? Electronics or mechanical repair?
First, both of you give me a stealth roll as you're going into some poor bastard's driveway. Failure is not necessarily going to kill you, but fumbles will definitely fucking right.
Stealth is 96.
That's
It's
not
a fumble.
That's a fumble.
Oh no, it is.
You have a 60 or less.
I have a 60.
Yeah,
exactly
so
60 in stealth.
He as your guys are entering their property, he accidentally steps inside of a bucket, and then he gets the bucket caught on a hose, and then he flails around, and he hits something, and all the lights go on outside of the house. And it's
retreat, run away.
Yeah,
sprint roll. You guys run away.
I still have a bucket stuck on my foot, and I'm running away.
Let's try another house. That house is trapped. That house has a superior security system. We need to get out of here.
All right. Can we try a different neighbor's house now?
Cut two. It shows a different neighbor's house. You managed to get the bucket off your foot and stuff.
All right. Let's try that again.
Not a fumble. That's
Success.
actually 2 successes.
Oh my God. All right. You guys get up to the car. Give me the 2 rolls we talked about, the mechanical repair, electric repair. Jury rig will need to alter the car in some way.
Electronics first. That is a success in electronics.
Do you have any tools, by the way, or are you just kind of trying to...
I have my electrical toolkit, so I have like cutters and pliers and all that stuff.
Great.
And repair.
Not
mechanical.
a quick process, but yeah, go ahead.
And that's a fumble, or not a fumble, a fail. I'm going to use a hero point to try and re-roll that. Using another one. And I give up.
He can't get the steering wheel unlocked. So as long as you're okay going one direction all the time and it's not the direction you want, you're fine.
Okay, I got base. I'm going to give this mechanical repair thing a try.
He tries to give the steering wheel a good kicking.
It worked!
It worked. God damn, he broke the fucking lock thing. Right, Russ, give me a drive roll as you guys, like, first you push it out of the driveway and then you start up out there and quietly drive it off.
Success.
Oh, yes. Well,
yeah.
There you go. You guys managed to steal a car. Congratulations on larceny.
Okay, put our seatbelts on.
Crashed into a pole.
You guys are going to be in it. Okay. Right. Russ, give me a simple driving roll as you guys decide to both stay in the car for reasons as you crash into an electrified pole.
Success.
Right. No problem. The pole crashes over. Their fucking wires get yanked out. Let's see. Russ, since you crashed into it, give me a luck roll for how widespread is the blackout?
Fail.
God damn it. You got two. It shows you guys crashing into a different pole. Give me a new luck roll.
I'll try. Okay. Yeah, I was going to throw a re-roll on that, but if you're going to just let us...
I assume that you're now going for widespread destruction or re-roll. It's your choice.
Yeah, we're going for widespread destruction. All right, that's a success on the luck roll.
Eventually, you manage to fucking knock down the correct pole.
Yeah, the one with the transformer on it.
Yeah, and you just got really excited and just started bashing things. Right, you managed. The car is pretty much totaled. The pole's down. There's wires dancing around. Both of you guys remember something about like if you're ever in this situation, you should stay in the car because of the rubberized tires are protecting you from it.
Right. So I back away from the pole in the car.
Give me a luck roll, see if this car is ever going to run after ramming repeated multiple poles.
I'm going to throw a reroll on that.
Okay. I was going to say it just kind of, oh, yeah, fuck it. The car is totally, you drive off and you go somewhere else safe. And yeah, the car is fucked, but somehow it manages to cling to life long enough for you guys to escape the evil electric monsters. Right. And yeah, it looks like the house is shorted out. All the guards are very fucking active and yelling to each other and stuff like that. And they're like, ah, 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 ah. It appears like you've kicked a bunch of hornets and stuff.
Right. All right. Draw pistol, stealth in.
Here we go.
Both of you guys give me a danger sense roll.
All right.
I think everything's kosher.
Thank God. You were really worried there, but this is better.
That's a success.
Russ, you feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook.
Right.
You can almost see his skull as you're going in. It's like you're having premonitions of your guys' soon death. But
right. This is not going to work.
Sure, it might. I'm just the GM's telling you like I think you're going to die, but it could still work. You guys could, just because he can't sneak in to steal some guy's house or steal his car and manages to find the only bucket to run around, it doesn't mean he's not a ninja with an unsilenced pistol.
Yeah, why don't we rig something to blow up in their driveway?
Make it completely obvious that they're being targeted?
Well, it's already completely obvious they're being targeted.
Oh, no, well, there's other places without power and stuff, too. It's just, they're really mad now at the place you're going to. It appears that there's some sort of, like, crank alarm going off in that little compound, possibly to wake up anybody who was asleep, etc.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Or it's some guy going, nah, or it's a cat. You're really not sure. But what they're doing to that poor cat. But yeah, they definitely have no electricity. You have no problems with any of that kind of stuff. You do notice that the guards on the walls and stuff appear to have picked up their probably assault rifles, is your guess, and are warily watching and stuff for whatever reason.
Right, which means that entire courtyard's just become a kill zone. Okay.
I call the cops.
Okay. San Angeles Police Department. If you'd prefer an automated response, please hit 1 now. How may I help you?
I see a bunch of guys standing on a wall with guns. Is this an issue?
Are you at a school?
We're standing outside of a manor.
He asks for the address.
I give him the address. We should probably not be here in 5 minutes.
We'll send some cars to check it out.
Yeah, we're not going to be here in 5 minutes.
Right. You look at the van that you've got like way away so that these guys don't see it, and you pretty much have to like do these crouching run back to your van and stuff like that. Now, since Jeremy has come up with a good idea, he gets to give me a luck roll under half. This is for them getting stupid there.
I made a macro and I keep not using it. Ah, that's a fail.
All right.
Under half. What's that mean?
Well, what's your luck normally?
52.
So in
or
this
54,
case, 26
actually.
or so.
Okay, so yeah. All right.
Cool. You guys go where?
Back to the car.
To the van.
Uh-huh. Are you wanting to watch from a distance with binoculars and stuff?
That's the idea, yeah. Someplace dark, off the road.
It's dark. It's dark here because of the electricity being out.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna just keep an eye on it with binoculars.
No problem at all. You see the cops go to the compound, and they have their lights on and stuff as they go. And all the guys in the compound put their rifles underneath the crenellations and stuff like they were before. The cops go there, and people come out and they talk for a while, talk, and eventually a couple of the cops go in. Time passes, the cops come out, the cops go away. Oh, and they do stop at the two downed poles and the car. They fill out reports, they make other calls, and eventually you see a work truck coming out, electric work truck. So they phoned it in, apparently.
All right. While
it's going to take them a couple hours to get that. You've been watching for like 2 hours as the cops have been doing their thing. You're thinking it'll be a couple hours for the electric guys to do it, but they have stopped the electricity, so it's no longer sparking in this area.
Okay. No, that didn't work.
Also, several of the neighbors have come out to see what's going on, and some guy he gets in a different car. He goes to the cops. And then some of the cops go back to his house, and then he shows them the driveway where his car used to be, and then the cops take him and show him where his car now is, and he's like, because the front of his car looks kind of like a V, where the pole had,
smacked into it twice.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he and the cops are filling out paperwork and stuff. The whole thing's you're guessing that come dawn, the cops might be going back to wherever cops hang out, donut shops or something.
Right.
All right. Well, that made everything worse.
Yeah. How's your stealth?
Maxed out as high as I could get it without bonusing it. It's at 60.
I'm the same place.
Oh, I should throw a check next to that now that I think about it.
Yeah, don't forget to put checks next to the skills you do successfully. Yeah, well, I mean, aside from the downside of having the cops right here should any bad thing start, aside from that minor problem, because they are close by now, it does appear that a lot of people in the compound are busy watching the cops, making sure not to hold up rifles and point them at the cops or anything like that. They're just hanging out watching the cops.
Do we try to go wide and come in through the back door?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Definitely possible, but if anybody sees you and bad shit happens, then, if you survive, you might get arrested.
Right, so stealth and be prepared to use hero points.
Sounds good to me.
Is what I've got, but I still don't like this. I think we're not doing something smart here.
Well, if you don't want to do it, I can bail.
Yeah. What else do we do?
There you go. Think. Your characters have plenty of time as they're sitting there watching things go slowly worse.
Get an airplane and airdrop ourselves in.
I could pilot a helicopter. You want to get a helicopter?
Parachute's definitely one of those skills that you want to fucking have maxed. I mean, nobody is terrible at parachuting twice.
Nope.
All right.
All right, so we cut the power. Their surveillance is off. There may be mines in the courtyard.
Well, I'm not saying that there are. That'd be rather extraordinary, but there could be mines between the house and you. I'm not saying there are. That'd be crazy, but if the guy who owned the place was North Korean, maybe.
Right.
Do we just call MCC and give him the address and leave it at that? At the very least, I think we should tell MCC where the bodies are being taken. They can
Yeah, well,
tack.
that's the fallback, is to bail and just let them know that we couldn't neutralize, that the compound is too well defended, and they've got a problem on their hands. But here's where it is, and by the way, have a nice day. I think that's probably the best we can do here. We're still pretty green.
All right.
And I'm out of ideas. Well, we can sit here and think a little longer. What else can we do?
Front door is out.
Front door is dead out, yeah.
Wandering through the open area around the building is
Stupid.
dangerous.
And there's no place to hide.
Not
Are there
allowed.
any approaches that aren't being...
Oh, is this facility hooked up to the sewers? Do we go crawling through poop?
You're kind of doubting it is because it's so far out of town. They probably have a septic tank, is your guess.
All right.
And generally, we wouldn't be able to fit through the hole of a toilet pipe anyway, so...
Yeah.
Although it'd be funny if you could.
Let's yeah, we'll have to get our super plastic skills at some point, you know. The plastic man into the building from the main drain.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
Such a nasty way to do it.
Yep. Oh, we've been through the river Styx, so
True.
can't be much worse than that.
Bad news, the cops are calling in more cops, and it appears that since they're now pretty certain, having found the car and the two poles down, that it may not have been an accident.
I would assume a teenager on a joyride.
Quite possibly, but they're going to, you can tell they're starting to look in the area with the extra cops that they're going to get.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should leave.
All right. We bail. I call MCC on our way out.
Calling MCC actually solves the mission. They are grateful that you managed to find the place. That's pretty much all you really needed to do. So they're going to get people to fucking handle it. Yeah. Jeremy, refill your hand.
Draw 5. No red cards.
No red cards? Okay. Both of you guys take end of mission refills. As Jeremy neatly solves the mission. Yeah, you call the people and tell them the information that they had requested. You're done. Great.
Disappearing book. One magical book goes away. If the player owns no magic book, a random book owned by the group vanishes.
You guys have no magic books that I am aware of yet. Hooray.
We just have the happy unicorn staff.
Yeah, you're okay with that. And yes, the disappearing magic card will make the happy unicorn staff go away. So items are very temporary in this game. But now do end of mission refill, both of you. And it's a 2-pause mission. Hopefully you'll get some victories and shit out of there.
Yeah, hopefully. But I'll probably just get some horrible play immediately card. That's the way things are going for me.
Yes, the universe has opened its cheeks and taken a mighty dump upon your head, sir.
Where are the rally cards? Are there rally cards still?
Yes, they're called something different though. I forgot what.
Okay, I got spot for end of mission. Did you take your end of mission refill, Jeremy?
You get
How do I do that?
Discard any cards you do not wish to keep,
Okay.
and then refill your hand back up to 6, Jeremy.
All right.
So I would
Which
discard.
basically means any failure cards if you want to fail a skill up, a 7 card you want to keep, but everything else, if it's not a rally and it's not a victory, throw and draw.
Yeah.
Throw the reroll, throw that.
Yeah, the reroll can help if you're trying to fail a skill and you succeed by accident. You can try a reroll.
I pick up that reroll, yeah.
Okay. Boop. And now I draw 5.
Hooray!
Boring. He's going and going. Oh, cool. Play immediately. On your best gun, most used, most expensive, someone must roll gunsmithing to upkeep it. For fletchet guns, also roll electronic repair and computer repair. So I have to roll gunsmithing to upkeep.
Someone. I have hobbyist in gunsmithing. If you don't have any,
I don't have shit.
Okay, I will attempt to make sure that one of our guns doesn't fail. Success.
I was pretty sure you'd be short one gun after that.
Yep.
All right.
That's why I took hobbyist and gunsmithing, just for the off chance that we might make it.
That's it.
Cool. Nobody has any pause gaining cards or anything like that?
Nope.
Cool. Then do your skill ups, add 2 hero points to your total, and then discard any cards you do not wish to keep for the next mission.
All right. Skill ups.
Let's hope it's a happier mission than this one was for you. Yes. One other group did decide to dive into it, but they were a bit more dangerous. And as you pointed out, you guys are a bit green.
Right.
So it's not recommended to dive into it like a fat kid on Smarties, but, you know, it can be done, I suppose.
Yeah, not without a lot more people, I think, either.
Well, the maximum group size for this campaign is 3, so yeah.
Okay. I would see if we can get some NPCs to go in with us.
Oh
too.
yeah. Oh, that's true. That's a good idea. Let me know when you're done with your skill ups and stuff, and then I will describe the next deal, which is totally different than this deal.
Make sure I didn't miss any checks.
I'm guessing you guys just drove away slowly in your MCC van after making the call type deal?
Yeah.
Nothing else you needed to do?
Return the MCC van, clean up the van.
Not forgetting anything vital at all?
Probably.
Super.
But I'm not good at this.
I understand.
Let me see.
We have the van. They have a tracker. We can just chuck the tracker cube since the tracker's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
They can't track us back using it.
Right. That's yep, that's good. I'm going to give you an extra card for that for next mission. Is there any other vital thing you would like to deal with, or no? You are just like the evidence leaving machine. It is so awesome. Look at Russ stress out. You can tell he's feeling stressed now.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
You can do it.
Because what do we do? Oh, the scooter. Do we want to go pick up the scooter?
All right, you guys take care of that as well. Your partner is apparently being the awesome there, Russ. He goes and gets a broke-ass scooter before the cops eventually would have found it on their sweeps. No problem. Yeah, that gets loaded into the van. You drop that broke piece of shit off at your house. You can just put it at the base of the cliff where all the broke shit goes before it gets hauled off if you want. And right. Let me know when you're done with your skill ups, and then we'll talk about cards and stuff.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Have you been doing much gaming in the last 7 years, Russ?
D&D with Scott.
Yeah, you don't worry as much about forensics in D&D, I don't think.
No, nor do you worry much about dying on a full-on assault. You just kind of go for it, and things usually work out.
Oh yeah, well it's because they have challenge ratings and stuff in that, and the stuff you're taking on is stuff you should be able to beat.
Well, we did run into something that was, well, we were 3rd level, and it was CR12. And we were smart enough to run the hell away from that.
I'm not saying it can't happen, but most of the things that you run into in games like D&D are things that are designed to be beaten by you.
Right. You usually know the scenario is quite winnable, unless you're horrible at it.
Yep.
Okay, no check. No skill up in learning. All right, I'm done with my skill ups.
Groovy, are you done with your skill ups as well, Jeremy?
Yeah, I didn't succeed in that much stuff, so mine was easy.
Cool. Right, both of you draw back up to 6. Jeremy, take 4 extra cards on top of that, and then discard back down to 6. Because you helped your buddy to clean up the numerous and varied crimes that you guys were
finally remember where the evidence is. Yeah.
Awkward.
Yep.
Well, you're glad, Russ, that you're able to help train the new adventurer.
Dude, I'm doing the best I can.
See, that's the fun thing is that you can claim to him that you're doing things like leaving scooters behind and shit as a way to see if he's paying attention.
No, I will just be honest with him and let him know that I never really got the knack of the system, and I still don't really know what the hell I'm doing. So we're both on the same page there.
There you go. They say honesty is the best policy until your girlfriend asks if she looks fat in these jeans.
Yep. All right, I think I like what I got. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is it now? Oh, okay. Nothing important.
Okay.
Full group.
Yeah, in this thing, a full group would be considered 3 people. So I should probably change that. I should go back and review the cards at some point, but what a pain in the ass it is.
All right, I'm going to give myself a D3 in mechanical repair.
That's a pretty useful card.
If you have a retrieve or limited retrieve or anything like that, that could be your card.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Okay. So, cut to the next day, you guys get a call. Bobcat Studio is sending you to test for a new show. The studio doing this one is called Treelock. It's a relatively new, small studio. So basically, they're going to be holding some auditions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Let's go to some auditions.
Let's do some acting. Yeah.
Right. You guys head over there. The auditions are held in something that looks an awful lot like rented office space. Approaching the place, you guys kind of feel this slightly sick, weird trepidation. It's like that weird quickening buzz thing. Within, you find there's essentially 2 different rooms. The outer room that contains a whole lot of actors who are keeping a wary eye on each other, as well as a couple of Tonfa armed security guys who are keeping an eye on everyone. And then there's an inner room where the actors are brought in by an assistant and then escorted out again after they do whatever goes on in there. They've even got a take a number dispenser thing, and you can hear faint piano music intermittently from behind the door into the other room. There's also some guy who's just like, he's one of the actors. He's apparently on some fucking drugs and shit.
Cool.
Give me maneuver rolls as you get go through the fairly tightly packed actors trying to get to the take a number machine.
Success.
Where is maneuver?
Dex maneuver.
Dodge.
Okay, gotcha. Oh. That's a likely success. Come on, it fails me.
No problem. You stepped on a guy's foot as you went through, and he pops
Sorry,
up.
dude.
He has hair sticking up front like a spoiler fin of a backward car and watery blue eyes. And he says, "Yo, pay for that. As soon as this is done, we need to go somewhere."
Sorry, dude.
Sorry is not going to cut it. No. Challenge, he says. I challenge you.
Out of character.
Everybody's watching now.
Yep.
Is there a formal challenge thing in this actor's situation?
You think so. You think you're challenged, but you are also at a working place. So from what the trainer told you, did you get to talk to the trainer at all?
Yeah, we talked to him
Thank
twice.
God. From what he told you, basically, you don't have to adhere. If either of you get hired from whatever this is, well, actually, you're not going to know because they'll do callbacks later. So pretty much, yeah, you've got a formal challenge. If you back down, then they may just hunt your ass down anyway and make it more messy. But
sounds good. We forgot to hide swords.
If only you could make that work. But so he sits back down and he's waiting to get in there to see what the thing is. But he says, some other guy with hair like a fucking helmet goes, "See your second?" He's pointing at Russ.
I nudge Russ. No.
Russ appears to be doing some sort of interpretive dance.
He's not my second.
Oh, well, you'll want to pick up a second then, because I'll be his second. That way we know no shenanigans are going on. Okay?
Okay.
Great. He sits there and waits, and eventually you get called in to the testing. There's about a dozen people who are all doing different stuff at the direction of one guy, and they've got cameras set up and a guy behind it ready to film. One of the PAs, personal assistant people with a clipboard, he ticks off your names. He goes, "Thank you for coming. We're going to run through a few different things. Dramatic reading followed by song and dance." All right?
Okay.
Both of you give me singing rolls, please.
I actually have that.
That's awesome. The piano goes ding, 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 ding.
Holy crap.
What is it? What is sing? There it is.
I made my singing roll.
Nice.
I did not. And I actually
At base.
Wow. No problem. They're rather impressed with your singing. Very good. Let's see your dancing, please. They're having you river dance.
another one I actually have.
Mm-hmm.
Me too?
Oh, of course. Both of you.
Can't dance.
Success.
Excellent. They're very pleased with your dance. Okay, we got one singing, one dancing. Both of you guys give me acting roles.
Oh.
Success.
I think that might be a success as well.
They're very, very happy. And the last roll is the talent roll, please. And yes,
That's at learning, right?
No, it's at your talent. You should have a talent skill by now.
We have it, but you never gave us a number in the skill.
Oh, it starts at learning.
Starts at learning, yes. What's at learning? Okay.
Everything.
Yeah, we've never used our talent before.
Oh, you talentless hacks. Go ahead and give me those talent rolls.
Fail.
Fail.
Well, one can sing, one can dance, and one can act, and both can act. Yeah, all right. They're happy with that. Okay. They tell you thank you for coming, and we will see what we can do. Great. And you guys go out. Essentially what happens is cut to, unless you're wanting to go and escape and stuff, you're going to be underneath a bridge with the guy whose foot was stepped on, and the guy with the hair like a helmet. and Phil and Rock, who may end up being unarmed, and people waiting for a sword fight.
Well, we're going to go try and get some
Yeah.
swords first before we go to the sword fight.
Swing by the house, pick up swords, or swing
all
by
right.
somewhere,
Yeah,
pick up
they're
swords.
totally good with waiting a little extra time. Although they do tell you that you should keep them in your car or something. By the way, Russ, give me a drive roll because your newly repaired cars and stuff. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. You're thinking maybe you could keep some swords in your car just for those off days, meaning all of them when you can't hide them.
Right. Well, we have fresh magic points, so we could try and sword trick.
Yeah. Well, you've got
that.
2 swords in the back seat. Now you're going to try your sword tricking.
Oh no, that's a
Success.
You now have an extra sword hidden about you somewhere.
Checking sword trick.
Hooray!
Second sword trick. We both have hidden swords.
You've still got 2 swords in the trunk of the car, just in case.
But we can leave those in the car.
Well, I think I would just grab the one in the car and leave the one hidden.
Okay.
That's probably a better idea, actually. No problem. You're going to be fighting a guy named Henry Parsons. He's a dickhead, and he's been looking to fight. The other guy with the hair like a helmet and brown eyes, give me empathy rolls on him. Both of the seconds are standing well back, and you're like at a remote place.
That guy ain't fooling me.
Success.
You guys are both thinking that if you were to kill Henry Parsons, this guy could not give a fuck less. He would not even feel a flicker of emotion if you raped this guy's dead corpse.
All right.
He's not really, he's just making sure that nothing goes badly here.
Sure.
So
right.
We now enter dramatic combat. So Russ will be doing some time-honored tradition called card whoring, and we'll be fighting for your life. Hooray.
Right.
So here we go. Oops, I gotta move the thing around. Round 1. Villains are first, heroes instant up. Nobody's knocked down, so that's fine. Russ, does your character have any insanities?
Nope.
Bummer. All right.
Yeah. We've only played 2 rounds, man.
Good point. Okay, so the bad guy comes after you with his, or actually, no, he takes out his sword this round because he didn't come walking out of his car. So he takes out his sword. Yours is already out, however, because you brought it from the fucking trunk of the car. So your action, Jeremy, what are you doing?
I will
He's
slash.
just-
I'm going to play Master Pie. Take 2 full
Master
actions
Pie,
when
man.
played.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm going
Now
to attempt to.
that's your pooled card, so that's your only card you're starting with ready to go. And the ones in the hand, each round, at the end of the round, one at a time go into the pool.
What was approved this round?
Taking a round out to role play your insanity. That's why I asked if you were crazy yet.
Right. Yeah, not crazy yet.
You'll get there.
I'm just going to charge at this guy and attack him twice.
All right, no problem. I'm not worried about the charge. Go ahead and give me 2 attacks. The guy looks really surprised.
That's a hit. So I'm just going to roll both my hits and then I'll roll my damage.
Please.
So that's 2 hits. And I deal.
He's going to wildly, at a big negative, try to parry your shit around. So go ahead with your damage.
So I roll D6 or D8?
Normally a sword is D8. However, against a Highlander type, they increase rather than decrease. So you're doing 2D10.
2D10?
Yeah, because he hit twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right. Master Pay.
12 damage.
Wow.
Oh my.
The guy, I think, let me double check here. Right. He is barely on his fucking feet. He looks shocked. We now go to next round after a really strong opening. Villains are first. Any action you have to roll for if you succeed is approved. The villain goes first. He tries a wild slash at you, hoping that he can. Oh my God, he hit.
And now I'm going to try and parry, I think.
Yes, but are you parrying at the -30 or are you attacking in -30? One of them's at -30. The other one's at full. He's barely on his
parry
feet.
at -30.
Go for it.
I attempt to signal to him to cut the head off.
Give me a signaling roll, you freak.
Fail.
Good. He's like, you don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I failed the parry.
All right. He does 1 point of damage. Just enough to fuck up your shirt. You're like,
you ass.
And it's your turn, so you can attack at full if you want. The guy looks like he's ready to fucking drop. Now, quick note before you roll.
Okay.
If you want to do a special called shot at -30 to chop off his head, and you make it, all you have to do is roll your damage to have more damage than he has hit points left. Otherwise, you have to kill him. The next round spend just chopping off his head.
All right, I'm going to call shot his head.
Go for it. Roll a -30 for your attack, sir.
I'm using my pooled reroll card.
Okay.
And that's a hit.
Motherfucker. Roll 1 or higher damage, please. So anyway, his head flies off of his body, and you get to find out more about the quickening as white smoke begins to rise around you and white lightning begins to go through your body. You are screaming. You may have dropped your sword. You're not even sure what the fuck's going on. Essentially, in game terms, for 3 rounds, you were completely helpless. If the other dude was to run up, he could pretty much chop off your head while you're standing there screaming, right? Then for the next minute, 12 long-ass rounds after those 3 rounds, you're at -30 for fucking everything. However, the other guy, he just stands there and watches. And you pick up, let's see.
How much talent do I gain from this shithead?
Exactly. You get 3 points of talent from this shithead. He was a lot less cool than he wanted to be. Of course, Master Pay really fucking helps out a lot.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
I pull out my sword. Chop, 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 chop. So the other guy goes, all right then. I'll leave you to call MCC.
Thank you.
I call
ring
him
up MCC. Okay.
He goes and gets in his car and he goes away.
Sword. Check the sword.
Mm-hmm.
I tell him we got to pick up some equipment. Looks like something's been severed.
No problem. You want a cable installation. We understand. Stop talking to us. Tell us where it is.
I give them the location.
They tell you they'll be right out.
All right, we get the hell out of here.
No problem. What are you doing with your sword?
Throw it in the back of the... Oh, this is the bloody one.
Yeah.
Would I have been smart enough to wear gloves if I have gloves? Probably.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's you've still got a bloody sword with you. And you know what? Unless you want to leave it stuck in the body for MCC to clean up.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stab it in the torso of the body and walk off.
Oh, you bastard. All right, no problem. It shows MCC's sword collection. It shows the warehouse from the Indiana Jones first movie. Another fucking sword.
So that's where all of us get all our swords. MCC just cleans them and sells them back to us, probably.
Probably. No problem. And the other sword's in the trunk still?
Yeah.
Great. As you guys are driving down the road in your re-repaired car, a police car pulls in behind you.